brings you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
The moment has finally arrived, football fans. Time to close out another... And we're underway in Super Bowl 62. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out, a rare breed in the NFL, their lefty QB.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite, the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Hits him on the out route. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That's not a call on the play sheet where you're expecting to get into space and win a foot race. You make that call to get a few yards and move on. So getting some good yardage on that one's a victory for the offense.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Setting up a throw. Taken in by Smith. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
Trying the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Connecting on the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The give now out of the shotgun. Touchdown! The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead. The
Falcons kick off enough out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the door. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
First snap, and Brissett wants to throw. Taylor makes the catch. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. New slated to approach here from the 40. On first down, it's Brissett. This finds Smith. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Shotgun now for Brissett. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They'll come up first and 10. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Completed over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. We've reached the end of the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Miami in just a moment. Welcome back, all. Second quarter of Super Bowl 62 just moments away. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Flushed out of the pocket. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. The rookie from Michigan, there that time. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Brissett. This one's caught. Touchdown, Houston. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Oilers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Brings in the kick at the 9. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Second down now, 7 to go. They kick the running back in motion. From the 36. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that play good enough for a first. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now out of the gun. And this is down across the 30 before it's stopped. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons pushing for points. From the gun on 3rd down. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it deep downfield. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returnable from the 2. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Oilers and their quarterback ready to take over once again. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Brissett. This one finds Taylor. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Off the play fake, Brissett. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be just inside the 10 before he goes out. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Brissett to throw. Sheds off a rusher. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Oilers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Oilers tie things up at 14. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Falcons with the football late in the 1st half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They'll throw on first. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. He'll look to throw. Finds his fullback. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
2nd and 10 now. Throw left side, complete. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. They get 22 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. They'll throw it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Has it in close. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts, and they can try a field goal now before halftime.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow.
All right.
No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Oilers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Brissett to throw it. Hits him on the in route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Going play action here, Brissett. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Took off with it again. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Here's Brissett. Completed left side to Smith. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Oilers take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Oilers take a 4-point lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Return starts at the 9. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll step up, and there he goes. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Running it now out of the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. So we've hit the end of 3 in Super Bowl 62. The Falcons have the football. Got to erase that deficit, though, to keep their title hopes alive. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession. Brissett with it on first. This finds Smith. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brissett. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. That one gains 7. And it sets up a Houston first. On the shotgun, Brissett. Taken in by Smith. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Taylor makes the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Throwing now, Brissett. Finds his man over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. Their whole season has led to this moment. He takes a knee, let the celebration begin.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
The kick is good. He got it. And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game. And we've crowned a new champion. They just won the Super Bowl. And for all the talk we heard from every team at the start of the season, Brock, they're the ones, these guys right here, who fought all the way to this point and are now champions forever.
What a story season. You know, at times it even seemed like it's ripped right from a movie. The way
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Vikings and the Jets, and it's coming up next.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies. All their work has led to this moment. And away we go in Super Bowl 64. Field. On the drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Going deep right away. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets take a 6-0 lead right away. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
Kate, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise to do your job and go lead your team.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
This is reeled in by Jackson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Looking for a throw. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Moving in the right direction, 5 yards there, but still got a 3rd and 9 coming up. Looking to the air here. Escapes the puck. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Searches from the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Here's a give up the middle. Ooh, found a soft spot, crosses the 25. And he's finally brought down at the 30. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Looking for a target. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Mayfield to throw. Finds his back complete. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Stays upright. He's keeping it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. 1 quarter down, a lot more ahead here in Super Bowl 64. Neither side separating much so far. More from Minneapolis right after this. Second quarter about set to begin. Welcome back, everybody, to Super Bowl 64. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Play calling could be a little bit of a love-hate relationship. You love the first down run. You hate the second down sack. And now you're in a third down situation where you probably got to put it in the air.
Third and short, Mayfield. On the move, headed right. He'll make a big fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. It's picked up by the Vikings, going the other way. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. They'll try and throw it here. Dump off caught by his back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Right up the gut. Broke through the tackle. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. It's the Vikings behind the sticks on 2nd and 11. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They're now set for 1st and 10. They go play action here. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.